think is interesting is that there is a team that will be coming to the league this year, the Golden State Valkyries, and a part of me just kind of feels like that might be a fresh start for Kelsey Plum if she does decide that she wants to move on from the
Could Kelsey Plum's days with the Las Vegas Aces be numbered? Rumors of the Star Guard's possible exit have sent shockwaves through the fan base, sparking a tidal wave of anger, disbelief, and speculation.
I can see the Valkyries making moves right away on her. Kelsey Plum, we have no idea. She's been designated as a core player by the Aces, but it's unknown, as you're just talking through free agency, it's unknown whether or not that's going to keep her in Vegas, right?
As the WNBA free agency period draws near, speculation is reaching a fever pitch across the league. For the Las Vegas Aces, champions as recently as 2022, the atmosphere feels especially tense. At the center of the buzz lies a stunning question. Could Kelsey Plum, one of the team's brightest stars, really be?
But I love the idea of Kelsey Plum being the face of the Valkyries. Right now it's Kate Martin, and as cute a story as that is, I'm not sure that long-term it makes sense, obviously given basketball-wise. I don't know if Kate's quite up to that challenge, though she may be ready for more.
Though still unconfirmed, this rumor has sent ripples of unease through the fanbase and raised serious questions about the Aces' future. A team once viewed as built for long-term dominance now finds itself facing challenges that even its star-studded roster might struggle to overcome.
So yeah, if you're an Aces fan, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all if you're a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, because it is looking like Kelsey Plum is probably going to be gone from.
Free agency in any professional league is a double-edged sword. For teams like the Aces, it offers a chance to rebuild, reload, or reinforce their dominance. But for fans, it's often a time of uncertainty, a nerve-wracking period where beloved players weigh their options and futures hang in the balance.
Breaking news out of the Las Vegas Aces, and this came yesterday afternoon after yesterday became the first day of WNBA free agency period. The Las Vegas Aces have decided to core Kelsey Plum, which, fine, let's talk about it. So what they're saying is they are willing to sign her to a 1-year Supermax with max contract is what it's called, which is similar like if you're an NFL person to like a franchise tag, franchise designation. And them coring Kelsey Plum isn't that surprising because as valuable as she is as a player and an asset, they don't want to just let her walk away as a free agent. They're going to offer her that contract, and then if she wants to leave, or if they eventually, they could still shop.
While other teams around the league have continued to evolve, the Aces appear to be stuck in a holding pattern, leaning heavily on their core group of stars. As a result, questions about team chemistry, depth, and the future of marquee players like Kelsey Plum.
Another moment from this game that was going pretty viral on social media was this clip here where Becky Hammond is getting super fired up in the huddle, and it looks like she is specifically pointing directly at Kelsey Plum. It looks like there's some back and forth going on between her and Kelsey. There was a lot of people saying what is going on in their locker room? This Aces team is falling apart. This is not a coach that I would want.
Behind the scenes, the atmosphere in the Aces locker room appears increasingly tense. Managing a roster stacked with MVPs like Aya Wilson and other marquee names has proven to be a delicate balancing act. With so many elite players competing for attention, resources, and leadership roles,
that core designation, it means that let's say the Valkyries want her, or maybe Atlanta wants her, or whoever it is, that the Las Vegas Aces will get paid for that trade, basically. And teams can only use one core designation per season. So the Las Vegas Aces can't core anyone else. Now granted, their other starters that they had last year are already signed for this year, so that's not really a huge issue. So it'll be really telling coming up in the next few weeks what happens with her and if she goes somewhere, and if so, where she goes and what kind of deal is to be made.
By 2024, it had become clear that the Aces were no longer the unstoppable force they once were. Even as Aya Wilson captured another MVP award, becoming the first player to do so without clinching a championship, the cracks were impossible to ignore. Opponents had adapted to the Aces' strategies, and their lack of depth was exposed. Despite Plum's brilliance and Wilson's dominance, the team couldn't maintain the level of excellence needed to stay atop the league. For fans, the idea of losing
having a roster of 4 starting Olympians, league MVP, and being paid a league high $1 million per year, the entire roster salary is $1.5 million, and not even getting past the semifinals, Hammond is coaching for her job this round. And that comment is actually so interesting because, you guys, since the end of the WNBA season, 20% of WNBA coaches have already been fired.
Plum's versatility makes her an ideal fit for virtually any roster. Whether serving as a primary scorer or a complementary playmaker, her ability to adapt and excel in different systems would be a game changer for any team with championship aspirations. For the Aces, the path forward is clear, but far from easy. To keep Plum and reclaim their dominance, the organization must confront several pressing issues head-on. Chief among them is roster depth. By expanding their bench and adding reliable role players who can contribute in critical moments, the Aces can ease the load on their stars and restore the balance that once made them a powerhouse.